musicians that are on right now. So if anyone needs a cheer up, you know, and you want to be like, okay, so there is one that plays classical music, piano. Then Robbie Fontana live, he's fucking hilarious. He will play all kinds of different stuff actually. And then there is the Andrea Cannon, I just found her recently. And she does guitar and other stuff. So some of them were really funny. Some of them are more serious, kind of depends on how you are. Yeah, Twitch is really going out of their way to promote the music community, which is very nice because I think they do better ASMR than most people who do ASMR. It's actually quite funny. How they are. Like, you know, they play very nice, relaxing music and they work for it. It's not like so easy to do. Like, you know, and yeah, they get support, but they don't get a lot of support compared to they, you know who. It's so sad. Yeah, I got them on the Soulmate channel, so as suggested channels. But I can share them here too. I just need to open up a different tab and do it. I am so sleepy right now. Yeah, I mean, ASMR makes me even more sleepy, so yeah. Okay, let's see. So let's start with the first one. He's some character, this one. Hilarious. They're all characters in their own way. Okay, so Alki is a mod as well for a really good violinist. He plays for, I think it's a Philly orchestra, he said. So he's traveling right now in Europe. But anyway, so Alki plays the piano. And they just all know each other. So that's how I found them. And I enjoy it because I like this kind of music very much myself. It helps me relax and focus. And this lady here, she seems quite an interesting lady. And that's her. So you guys can check them all out if you want to. I always like to also give a shout out for Malpisi. His stream just ended right now. But if you ever feel like helping him out, get to affiliate, that's great. I do my best. Is it relaxing tonight? Good. Yeah, I'm trying not to have the squeaky bitch voice. The metallic voice, I call it. Most of the times. I'm very good. Yeah, and if you guys like Star Wars, all music considered, they Sandy, she is actually the one who designed the costume for Boba Fett. They call her Mama Fett, that's what she's known as. Yeah, so apparently they didn't realize Boba Fett was gonna become such a big character, and she was quite young. She looked really cute. I mean, she still does, to be honest. Just different kind of cuteness. And they're really fun too. Like, they're really enjoyable house, a couple. And they have a really nice puppy they rescued, so Flaco. Oh wait, I have to check Flaco, because Flaco apparently is a very famous, what did they say? Let's see. The Spanish football coach and former player. He won the Norwegian Football Cup with Mold in 1994. I wonder if that's the Flaco. No, I think it's Joe Flaco. I have to find out. What does Flaco mean? I don't know, in Italian, fiaco, this dialect means you're tired. You don't have a lot of energy. Like you're spent. I feel so flaca tonight. Yeah, the Frou-Frou is here. She finally came to be with her mama. Hello. Dear Frou-Frou. For this. Ring the bell. If I really want to make them cry, then I pay the recorder. They hate it so much. Sometimes when I play the harmonica, she also cries. The most is when I play the drum, certain tunes. She starts owling. She's so cute. I think she remembers Minnie, that's why. Yeah, I've been playing the ukulele after Grandpa died. I started playing with Minnie and Pepsi, and the Frou-Frou were around. The Frou-Frou. The Frou-Frou came in a little later, actually, but yeah, you little dog. What did you do with your sister? Did you guys exchange? These dogs are funny. They exchange. Now they make sure there's always one of them with me. You've learned your lesson. To not leave your mama alone? You stinker relation. I bitch and complain because it's like, I always clean. I'm always here for you. And then when I finally sit down, you go hang out with him. What the fuck? They listen. I bet you I can call the other monster here too. Let's see. She has taken a liking to go after my gnome. One of my gnome outside. She's a She broke a bunch of stuff on it. The shoe, the head, and the little rain measuring cup. She broke it like she chewed into it. The spoonful, she's a pest. We're out of socks. Well, my roommate, she keeps stealing his socks and destroying them, guys. And they're the dirty socks. They're not even the clean socks. Yep, she was licking my feet earlier. I have to constantly stop her. She likes to lick feet for some reason. And I swear, they are not cheesy. I took a shower. I don't really have cheesy feet. After I stopped eating cheese, you know. Yeah, it's really cute. But I bet you she's in the other room right now, sleeping, because it's a constant competition. Let's see. Oh, she was on the bed. What a stinker. Yeah, these dogs, man. She's very big. No, she's grown a lot. She's like double the size. Yes, it's really good return on investment. I mean, for feeding her a little bit, you know. I can see why they have dog meat farms. I'm kidding. I'm totally joking. I'm making fun of the people who eat cows and pigs and all that. Because, you know, their excuses is that they grow big, right? So, yeah, so do dogs. Right, Frou-Frou? Oh, yeah. We get a belly. And it's all about that Italian food. Oh, I love the bread. I just love the bread and the pasta and then the risotto. But the bread is what I love. She knows the word bread. She's looking at me right now. It's as if I was saying, you know, the other things I like, the treats. Oh, yeah. Minnie knew the word treats too. I could never, we had to spell things out basically. So she didn't. Yeah, when it's food, they always remember. Oh, but she's sleeping at least now, the spoonie. She's on the couch. I think it's just she likes to stretch out, and when the Frou-Frou is out here, she can. You know, otherwise the Frou-Frou, she's kind of a bossy little dog sometimes. But I love her. I love that dog. Who is this? Am I gonna cuddle you? I'm gonna cuddle you. Give me some Frou-Frou noises. Oh, come on, some cool noises. Oh, what about these Frou-Frous? Oh, yeah. Who is your cuddler? Who is your cuddler? Who is your big cuddler? Poor Frou-Frou. Oh, he's such a cuddly dog. Oh, yeah. What about your little sister? This Frou-Frou? You still got it, no? Mama, you push on it. Wait, what are you gonna tell me, guys? I don't know. I feel tired. I need another piece of bread. just to feel better? No. It's not gonna happen, Doug. They try to soften hair everywhere. Between the white hair and the black hair, you can't win, guys. At least before, like, I was always dressed in black because I had black dogs, right? And now I got the multicolor freaking dog, so it doesn't matter what I'm wearing. You can always see some hair. What do you say, Frou-Frou? What do you say? Well, so who's gonna give me a treat? She wants treats without doing any sort of tricks, you know, at least a little spoonful. She's learning how to spin. I can't say twirl, so I give her another comment for it. I'm gonna make up my own shit. And it's funny because pin and spoon are so close to each other, but she still gets it. I'm trying to get her to just do it, you know, with the voice. She is very smart. She remembers, like, I don't do it every day, and she remembers the stuff. It's quite crazy, actually. Dogs are funny like that. Anyway, and I let the sound play. They're nice and relaxing. And it's probably the best ASMR. I just like to relax. But feel free to chit chat. But I wanted to say, Poor bastards. They are so twisted. Yeah, look, I give people tons of chances. But when I hit about 44, I was already done with them. And then when the COVID shit happened, like basically, I just, after 2020, I have moved on. I couldn't care less. I honestly don't really feel any need to stay in touch with anyone who is that way. And I don't really feel like hard feelings other than when I remember the past. Automatically inside of me, I'm like, no thanks. You know what I mean? It's just not willing to put up with any bullshit anymore, and I don't give a fuck the story you can give me. As far as I'm concerned, no matter what they say, do how much money they give me, they can never give me my youth back and the years they stole from me when I was too young to figure out they were fucking using me. And then anyone else who followed, I don't give a shit what their excuses. They're users. It's their issue, not mine. I just don't want them in my life. I don't wish these people anything bad. Their karma is enough. And a lot of them most likely won't learn shit anyway, so, you know, it's gonna take a few lifetimes for some people to grow the fuck up, you know? Many of them still believe in the lies. You were all born sinners. They are so fucking damaged that they mistake religion and abuse, you know, for each other. And they're all like that. It's pretty sad. My frou-frou agrees with me. She knows. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, of course. Because they want to always fight, right? They think they can win. That's the thing. And then if they help you, their help is always tainted and always at a price. There's too much to pay. No thanks. It's a blessing with people like that exit your life, you know. It's a blessing when you realize that it's not you. It's just you're surrounded by assholes. You're not depressed. You're not crazy. You're not suicidal, you know. You're just surrounded by pricks. You need to leave them behind. And then you will feel so much better. As long as you tap, you're working through it, and then you're not attracting the same shit back to you. You know, that's the thing. So it's not that you're escaping, you're just removing yourself from a shitty situation, and you're not allowing anyone else to come close to you because you're setting the boundaries. And that's just tapping. It's so easy, right? That's why when people, you know, when I hear people in their streams, for example, telling people you need therapy, it's like therapy, therapist, the rapist, fucking put it together. You know, if therapy worked, people wouldn't go there for 30 plus years. Fuck. Shit that works doesn't need 30 plus years to fucking work. And if you have a systemic problem, it's a different thing. But I'm sorry, but when you go to a coach that teaches you EFT techniques, 4 or 5 sessions, PTSD, it's manageable now or gone. You know, and that's where, in front of evidence, I don't know how people can still believe the lies. You know, it's so funny. Yeah, well, because it's a pattern, right? That's the thing. It's just how our brain is designed. It's not a fault. Once you learn how the brain works, you work with it. And that's why all these religious people, you know, who believe we were born sinners, they're just people who were abused as children. And they were told this over and over. That's why they believe in this bullshit. Because most people who actually have self-respect realize, hold on a minute, I was born what? Like, are you fucking demented? Seriously. You know, let's have a conversation about this. And they cannot handle it. Trust me, like I had several conversations with different people throughout my life about this stuff. And they all lose their shit because they're illogical and they're based on bullshit. And when they see someone they cannot break down, right, with that crap, then they lose their shit because these people are just brainwashed. There's no other way. And usually they're the worst people with others, but they do it when others are not looking. And they give real religious people a bad name because when someone is truly religious, if they truly follow their religion, all of them, they all teach the same thing: to accept, to love, to not judge, blah blah blah. In the end, when you really look at it, the original ones, not the fucking satanic ones that everybody knows is worshiping, whether they realize it or not, you know? And when you tell them stuff, they get shit, pissed. But if they tap, they wouldn't. It's their choice, man. That's why now I don't throw myself away anymore as much. I try and help people. You know, I thought myself, I made the free course. It's still there. I am always upgrading and doing stuff. You know, I always try and help. But I realize that at some point people have to decide to put their own effort in. You cannot. It's just a waste of my time and life because a lot of them, you know, just haven't suffered enough. That's what the problem is. And every time I hear someone say, oh, it's the Great Reset, it's like, do you fucking know what you're talking about? It's usually the people who have everything, you know? And then they try and tell people who didn't have anything how it is. It's like, you are the ones who go on holiday every year. I haven't been on a holiday in 25 fucking years almost. And the last holiday I had, if you want to call it a holiday, was going to San Jose. And we spent 2 days driving. Well, I wasn't driving. We were with nice people, but it was not a holiday. It was for some conference for ACN, which, you know, I didn't end up doing, but at least that actually brought me to know Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you know, the Kiyosaki and that kind of stuff. So years back, I had a chance because I could see the monetary system was fucked. I just didn't have the knowledge because I didn't go to school and I was never taught any of this stuff. I didn't even have a bank account until I was 26. You know, it's a lot of people young today don't understand what many of us went through in our life, you know, especially from other countries, how backward things truly were, how women were really fucked, basically, unless they had a family behind them and had a chance to study or do something. So a degree is not really important to me in the sense that I know school is just brainwashing, but in certain situations it can help you and it opens doors, you know, and then if what you do with it, it's up to you, right? So my doors were fucking shut, closed in many ways, and it's because they were trying to protect me, but they fucked me over. And I was the kind of person who needed protection. I just needed more guidance and patience, you know. And that's the case with many people. So I still help a lot of people, but I do it differently now. Live and learn, live and learn. For me, mistakes are learning experiences. That's how I've learned things. I've always learned by doing stuff. If I just study, I cannot master it. I need to do things, play around with them, fail several times, and then eventually I get it. And often I go down the really difficult path, and that's how my brain works. It's insane. I always fucking have to build this complicated shit. And then I go, I could have just done that. It would have been so much fucking easier. Why did I do all this? My brain just goes a different way. So I've learned to laugh about it over the years, I guess that's a good thing about aging. You learn to laugh about shit and at yourself more and more. I've always been a jokester, but now I'm really at different levels. And it helps not being around people who are downers and who are dream killers, And a lot of these snarks are exactly like that. They just like to kill dreams because they don't have any of their own, really. Their dreams are all about having, clout and money and being important. They don't have real dreams. For me, those are more obsessions than dreams. And they are obsessed with not doing real work, like menial work to them. It's so painful. Well, for me, it's just an excuse to meditate because it's so repetitive, right? You can literally do other things and you're doing something useful. It's how you look at it, right? But a lot of these people, and I've lived with them my whole life, right? I was seeking to wash dishes. I was seeking to help my mom. I was happy to do it. My brother was always bitching. Oh, I have to take out the garbage. 2 seconds job, right? He was bitching about cleaning the fireplace. I would do it many times because I actually liked it. Probably all that, it was a real fire, so there wasn't chemicals really, supposedly. But I guess all those ashes, maybe they weren't the best. Damn, all the candles I could have made. It's expensive to buy that shit. When you try and make, it's more soap than candles, really. But I wonder if they can make candles like that. I learned how to make soap from scratch. I just have to find my little formula book, because if you do the mixer in the wrong way, causes a bit of a problem. And the mix goes very high in temperature, so I haven't really made it after that one time. It was fun. But I haven't had enough, space to do so. I don't even have a kitchen table right now, so just to give you an idea. It's such a spacious place. Thank God I am short, otherwise I would be so claustrophobic in here. It's pretty tall, still, but it helps that I'm short, to be honest, in these cases. See? My worthless gibberish and whatever. Yeah, I think I paid more in the end. I don't remember. I thought it was less than 200 in my drum, but that was a very good price for the drum. They went down in price though, because they used to be more expensive. When I bought mine, they were around $400. I couldn't believe it. Mine was like 200 with shipping and everything. They come with their bag. They're really nice, and their mounts and everything. I like to play with the other one, but I'm so lazy here because this place is so tiny. I have a really hard time placing it in a comfortable way, so I haven't really played them that much together. This year I've been a bit discombobulated with all the bullshit. But I'm finally slowly getting through my crap, and it's almost organized. I wouldn't say it's almost all organized because I'm not there yet, but it's getting there. It was a lot of work. I still haven't found my other selenite wand, my labradorite slab. There are things I haven't found in 13 months. It's pretty sad. They're in a box. I just don't know where. And I'm too tired to keep going through 300 boxes a day. I'm just trying right now to figure out how to organize it so the rats cannot get to it, because when the cold comes, you know, they're gonna come back in, the mice. They are so destructive. So I'm trying to figure out how to make it really mouse proof. Otherwise, I swear, I'm gonna start fucking trapping them and I'm gonna keep them all as pets. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. It's insane work. My roommate is so allergic. People who are allergic to cats usually are allergic to rodents as well. So they keep telling us, you know, to get the feral cat, but he's so allergic to them. It's like he really, after an hour, he starts going crazy. You should see him. Poor bastards. And he loves cats. Because our neighbor has, the landlord has a cat, baby. And she's a very cute cat. And she always comes and says hi to him and me. But if she was to live with us, he would die. I guess I know how to kill him, eh? Tap, tap, tap. Right? Tishy. Yeah, you think that how, you know, with the effectiveness that tapping shows, that a lot more the rapists would want to use it in the rapey, right? But I guess they just want to make the big box, you know, while pretending to help. It's pretty fucking funny. But honestly, pricks have an attraction to certain kind of people. They can, it's like vampires, you know, with blood. They can smell those who are nice and who have had that kind of trauma before. It's very unconscious, so it's not really just you, right? It's also they float to you. Remember that. You're like catnip to them. It's pretty hilarious to watch. If there is an asshole in 100-mile radius, I will end up here. No, 100 miles is a bit too much, but yeah, it's pretty insane. It's insane. But I'm pretty good at spotting them, and I stay the fuck away usually. I just run the fuck away. It's less of a problem now. It's only a problem when I have a chance to go out, you know. Now it's a lot easier to eliminate the issue. Block. I wish I could block in real life. Wouldn't that be cool? Block. Gone. Yeah, me too, man. Plus, the ones from Italy cannot find me anyway. None of them know my name, and I am not on so many social media anyway, but where I am, it's not my name, so they can't find me. They have no clue where I am. After we sold the shop, it was a blessing, because all these losers who, I swear, some people, and I can say men because for me it was men, they must have a black book and they go on a circle on the black book because they were coming around. You know, it was very clockwork, the thing. I mean, my dad couldn't fucking believe it. He was like, what the hell? It's like, I'm telling you, it's the food, the coffee, the gelato, the music, I don't know, like these people, man. The availability, because they know you're there, you're fucking trapped. So I started wearing a ring at some point. I was like faking to be married. I did all kind of shit just because I was so sick of it. Because it's not anything at all other than that, I think. It's the, you know, they want the freebies sometimes also. Free coffee with a little shortbread cookie. That's what we used to give them. My dad used to make this fresh shortbread cookies. My mom started it, and then he continued. He took over all the sweets because she was doing all the food, and it was all really homemade, right? Like that stuff. So yeah, it was pretty happy when I was so happy when they couldn't find me anymore. Yeah, I think it's just funny. And usually, like when I go to parties and stuff, I really don't like to be the center of attention, but there's always some bullshit that happens. Because I am a tomboy, right? So I've always had fun in a wholesome kind of way. Well, a lot of the other women were girls at the time. They were very catty, you know, they were too much makeup, too much cleavage, too much of everything. I was exactly the opposite. I was like, I want no cleavage, pants all the time. I fucking hate skirts so much. So, you know, I guess they had fun because I was fucking crazy, right? Like, I had actual fun. There was this bar close to Verona on Garda Lake. The theme was cows. I loved that bar because they had live bands and you could go there and dance on the tables. And that was one of the few places where it was really easy to make friends. And they were better friends. They weren't like clubs. It was really nice. But they changed that too by some, if it's still there now. I don't even remember in which town it was. It's like eons ago now, right? It's crazy. It's almost like 30 years ago. Holy shit. Well, right? I'm like some vintage wine now, guys. And I'm short, so my grandma used to say, short women are like red wine. She was just trying to cheer me up because I was pissed I was short. Because I couldn't make the volleyball team. I was so pissed about that. Because my grandma was pretty tall. My mom's family, they're all fucking super tall. They're giants. Of course, I had to take after my dad's gnome's family. It was funny. That, like, my cousin was super tall. You know, he was pretty good in volleyball. And the other one was, he's younger generation, but my mom's cousin, like, they have this gene that makes them giants, basically. He's so fucking tall, he's like 7 feet, it's insane. Yeah, this is my family, and I'm fucking 5'3". Definitely like the shortest, pretty much of all of them. I'm pretty sure I must be the shortest in my whole family. Oh, well, what are you gonna do, right? I would have been a perfect rider, especially back then when I was skinny. And I also was very good at it, so I like speed. I've always liked the speed. Ah, Tishi. But in the end, what happened to your mom? Like, how are they dealing with her still then? Or does your brother live there with them? Like, close to... Oh, I'm very fucking short, man. That's why I also was hilarious, like, you know, and I had all these guys who were like super tall. So I had the really short dudes and also very tall. There was one that was shorter than me. Oh, that was so funny. His feet were actually smaller than mine. He was just annoying though, that's why I didn't like him. He was just so insecure, my god. I understand why though, because being such a little guy, you know. And he wasn't ugly or anything, but he was so annoying and he was so depressing. I was like, in a million years go out with you. Like, seriously, keep dreaming, buddy. suck. And I wouldn't, I'm not someone who likes to jerk them around, right? I wouldn't just so they buy me dinner or whatever. I was pretty direct, so. Yeah. Poor bastard. I don't know what happened to him though. But he also came, a lot of these people also came from really fucked up situations. There's lots of that here. And they're very lonely. That's what I find a lot of people here are so lonely. Like lots of them had alcoholic parents, you know, like really like extreme circumstances, and you know about them. And it's hard, you know. Then like one of them became a total womanizer because of the shit they went through in his life. And sure, it's not an excuse because we all went through shit, right? But and he was always like getting shit faced. And then when he was shit faced, I mean, he was a friend, so it was a little different, but he was a friend of the family and stuff before I even met him. And his asshole, like he was drunk and he was hitting on me in front of my boyfriend at the time. I mean, my boyfriend, who was a funny dude. So he wasn't really getting pissed. He thought, oh, he's bold. And like, I was fucking livid. I was like, holy shit, like, are you insane? Like, why would you do this? It's so disrespectful, you know? And I was hoping my boyfriend wouldn't lose his shit because a lot of guys are insane, right? Like me, I laugh at that stuff usually. But I had jealous boyfriends and they start punching each other. It's like, then I have to knock them down. I hit them in the balls usually and it works, you know? And then they shut the fuck up. I'm like, I don't want to have to do that to you boys. But no, he wasn't even remotely pissed off. But this dude was relentless, man. Like, holy shit. Yeah, your mom. How was your mom doing? I mean, because it was pretty bad. I have to practice a little more on the ukulele because I haven't played it for a long time. Like regularly, I mean. I think I may have to restring it. It sounds a bit too much. Oh my god, I hope it's easier than the guitar. I destroyed the guitar trying to restring it. I actually broke the fucking string because I fucked it up. It was my first time. But it's okay because I didn't even buy the right strings. I want to buy nylon strings so I can actually play it. The steel ones are just too hard for me. I'm a wimp. Isn't that sad? Because I gotta stretch my little short fingers. It is so difficult when you have rigid hands and short fingers. And my tip, I mean, they're not super wide, but they're not tapered either, so they tend to, you know, go over the others. It's just difficult. My guitar is smaller than a regular guitar. I bought it smaller on purpose. So hopefully I thought, you know, because I'm a fucking midget, I would... I love midgets though. They are so cute. I know, they are people. I know. They're normal people. I'm just saying. I don't have anything against gnomes and midgets. I'm fine being short. I never like to be the tall one. And when I'm next to people who are really short, I feel like a giant. I don't like it. I just didn't like it because of the volleyball. And sometimes, it'd be useful to be tall just to reach shit. But I have prongs that I use I'm pretty good with. So I can compensate very well. Most of the times. I can smack you in the head. I wanted to actually get one of those prongs, that they use to clean street dirt. Yeah, I wanted to go out and pick the apples. But mysteriously this year, guys, the apple trees didn't make as many apples. I guess they went crazy with the chemtrails. I wonder why, right? Oh yeah, midgets are fucking... Don't fucking scare midgets. Oh, is small Peasy here? Man, Peasy, lemon squeezy. Well, Peasy is getting ready. Going to Australia to visit Miss Thunder. Woohoo, we're gonna see thunders. He's gonna become an Australian, eh? Yeah, of course the apple got COVID. It's clear, right? I mean, COVID was everywhere, right? They stopped the world and caused an economic crisis for something that clearly is so real, right? I mean, that's why Fauci stepped down on August 22nd, 2022. Not by chance that date, by the way. Go check the geometry a little bit. It's all done by chance. It's all coincidences, I promise you. Yeah, you have to wait now, right? Like, how long do you have to wait down there? I guess depends how busy they are. Oh, baby, yeah. There's still people who think they got it, right? It's like, I got tested. With what test? Did you get tested with the test that cannot test for it? And the inventor of such test said so? But he must have been an idiot. After all, he only invented the test. What the fuck does he know? Oh god. It's truly comedy at this point. It's hilarious as fuck. Apparently there is a new virus, guys, now. It's called tomato something. I'm telling you. Oh my god. What? Are you... Are you serious? Were you the first one in line? That's insane. Did you bring snacks and a bottle to pee in? Or did you have a buddy who kept the line for you? Jesus, man. There was someone who went there before you? That's insanity. So are they all trying to escape? As the migrants move in, the residents get the fuck out. Holy fuck. It's like purgatory, man. Why did you do that to yourself? The only nice thing about standing in line is that you can eat a lot of junk. As long as you have a place to pee. Well, that's just my problem. I mean, at that point, I would just attach a catheter thing in there and just go with the bag, man. That was my other complaint about being a woman. It's a lot easier to pee when you're a man. I mean, in those cases, long skirts would be very useful. And other things too. Yes. Oh god. I'm not even drinking grappa. I'm a lot more fun when I drink grappa, I promise. When I shut down, her liquor is a hoot. Then I start speaking Italian. It's hilarious. Oh my god, you cannot understand shit I'm saying. Even more than usual. You won't have to do it again, you hope. Why did you get a passport for a lifetime? Was it a lifetime deal? Well, when I did mine, I did a 10-year passport, so I still have a few years left. I'm pretty sure. I guess I can check. See how many years left do I have before I can escape. Because I have until 25th in June. So I better hurry up, right, and get the fuck out of here. Holy shit. What 10 bad years can do to you, eh? Yeah, you can sort of see it's still me, but oh, you just renew it on time, so you don't have to go in. Yeah, I think I was gonna look into that myself, but I'm hoping that I'll just get the fuck out and not have that problem anymore. The way things are going right now, I mean, I'm not very hopeful for this country. I don't know, I'm like getting itchy almost, like for a new adventure. I am that kind of person who seems like very, I like my home, I like, I like to. But then, like, I get itchy and I want to get the fuck out. So I used to just move around town. It wasn't really my choice, but in a way right now, when you watch other streamers or things, it's like traveling, sort of, like you're just not really traveling. So I try and take that in the good way. But it's nice to go in different places and try different places, right? I wouldn't mind living under a palm tree on the beach somewhere with my dogs. You wake up in the morning, you go take a nice little swim in the ocean. No tsunamis, thanks. I don't really care for city life, sports, any of that shit. Like, for me, it has zero value, so I don't really, I doubt I would miss any of that. A coffee, I would miss, yeah. Good pastry, yeah, I would miss that, bro. Good pastry. Pure shit for your body, but God, it tastes so good. When it's well done, though. If it's not well done, it's not worth it. Ruining your health for it. I usually don't have pastry at home, so I don't have the temptation. It's much easier. So I stopped buying cheese even before I went vegan because I couldn't stop myself when I was triggered. And I would eat like 300 grams of cheese like that. It's fucking insane, man. So I stopped buying it, and prosciutto was the same when my dad died. I could eat 300 grams of prosciutto in about 2 seconds. It was insane. And my mom would look at me and think, how the fuck can you be even skinny because with what you eat, you should be a ball, literally. You know, I guess now she would be happy. Because... But the thing with me is that if I stop eating, if I eat like a normal human being, and I exercise a bit, poof, my body starts losing like crazy, and then my insanity kicks in where if I start losing too much weight, my brain goes crazy and I start overeating. So that's why I'm not paying attention to it, because it's something to do with when I took Zoloft because I was really depressed, and I took half a tablet, and that thing made me anorexic. I could not eat. I would look at food and feel like puking, and that's just not me. It was a pill. So after 2 months I stopped taking it and I started smoking dope. And it took me 2 more months to actually start eating properly. So basically in like 2 months, 2-3 months, I lost so many pounds. It was insane. And after that, I was a yo-yo. Even more than before. It was a birth control pill that started the whole cycle for me, you know. Because before then, my immune system, I burn. I like my dad would burn a lot. So the chub doesn't bother me. Like for me, chubby people have never bothered me because my mom has always had that problem. I actually find them really relaxing, usually. So it's not the bothersome of anything else, but when you're not used to being chubby, it really is weight. It weighs a lot and it's a pain in the ass. It's harder to move. It's not really comfortable. But, you know, like my mom never ate a lot of food, for example. It was me and my father. We were pigs. Seriously. Fucking pigs. Okay? And she would gain weight. So she was always joking that her and my dad were totally married. Because they were dividing things. He was eating and she was getting fat. And I said to her, you have to make a new deal with the devil because this is not working. It's not a good deal, Mom. I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah, my dad. But then when my dad got sick, he really got sick, right? And then in a very short time, poof, he was gone. My mom is still alive and kicking, so... He goes to say a lot. Don't get pissed. My dad was always mad. That's why, personally, I prefer joking, you know? Like, if I have to get mad all the time, it's just not worth it. I've always been a jokester. He was always, he was a joker too, but he would take things more seriously many times. And I would have to crack many jokes with him sometimes to get him to snap out of it because he was triggered, right? So if I ever am in a bitchy mood, usually means I'm triggered. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, baby, shake. Come on, shake your goodies. Oh yeah, look at that. So my mom, throughout her life, she tried so many diets. It was insane. Before she realized she had a thyroid problem. And she tried 1 year. She was doing this diet that was basically a very crazier version of the keto. Because she was taking these pills. And this doctor ended up going to jail because he actually, I think he killed people. Like what he was doing was so bad. Anyway, so my mom went on, I think for like a month or something like that. Or maybe it was more. I don't remember clearly. All I know is that we begged her to stop because she looked like death. It was horrible. Yes, she was losing the pounds. But then, after she stopped that insanity, because we convinced her, and we told her, look, I personally don't give a shit that you're chubby. I like it, you're comfy. When I cuddle with you, it's more comfy. You know, you're not bony. Great. So, if, you know, it's not healthy to do it. She gained so much weight after that. It ruined her metabolism further. And it was not natural stuff, because what she did after she saw she was so sick, she took all the pills and brought her to an independent lab to get them checked. And they were not natural. This fucker, man. And it costs a lot of money to do those things. So, anyway, she tried tons of diets. But diets don't work. It's a big fad, right? So, if you knew tapping back then, because it was all about lymphatic system basically for her and the thyroid, and it was all linked to the shit that she had been put through as a kid that she couldn't help because she was a kid. And my grandma and grandpa didn't know. They relied on the doctors, and you know what happens when you do that, right? If the past 3 years haven't taught you anything, you're helpless. So poor mom. Well, my dad almost died when he was a kid from meningitis. So he had that, and then he lost his teeth, but then after that he was pretty healthy most of the time. He would get sick once a year really badly with a cold, which was really his body, getting rid of toxins. But most of the time he was, his problem was that he was always angry, and he was never a drinker, never did drugs, so it wasn't that. It was just all the abuse he had as a kid was coming out like that. So unresolved abuse makes you angry, especially when it happens when you're a kid. It was a textbook case. So the poor bastard, had no chance, basically. Really. So if you gotta take away something, even if you eat shit, it's still better if you're a happy person than if you have a perfect diet and you're always angry. Because if my mom didn't do macrobiotic and all this stuff diet-wise that she did, like, making sure the food was pretty good all the time, he would have died a lot earlier in life, probably. Poor bastard. Plus, both his parents died of a heart failure, a heart attack, so it was kind of like a family tradition. I keep telling, I told them, yeah, I'm vegan and I have no intention of going back to any of that shit you guys are doing, because every single one of them, Alzheimer, heart attack, cancer, diabetes, just name it. I can just pick, I want none of it, man. I had migraines and psoriasis, I'm good. I think I've had enough. So I have zero intention of going down that road. No thanks. But my uncle, who went vegan, he got rid of all his problems, all of them. Or he has congenital problems. That's what they told him they were. That's how much Western shit good doctors really know. Oh, you can't possibly get better. He did, and he's still laughing, And he was older, like he was... How old was he back then? He was like in his mid-50s, so he wasn't like super young, right? And he started looking way younger. That's the other thing. And he was the one, my grandpa fucked around with his hormones because he was trying to make him a man. Instead, he grew boobs, basically. So, yeah, but that stuff can be slowly modified. Like, he actually looked younger, better, he was more buff. My uncle looks like the less attractive version of Kevin Costner. His sister, my aunt, kept telling my mom that she thought we were, related to him. My other aunt from the other side is convinced we are related to some nobles from Spain or some, no, not from Spain, from Italy. That was my grandpa. He used to say, because his last name was Costinero, and he used to say he was Costaneros. They were Spanish nobles. Now I have spoon, so I say you're all Spooniards now instead of Spaniards. The quirky family, man. Both sides were pretty funny. Very different, but pretty quirky. The costaneros. Oh my god. Yeah, my grandpa was pretty funny, but he died. Like he had dementia, and by the time I was like 5, he was already pretty lost. And then about 2 years later, they put him in a home because he was literally deranged at that point. He was like, going out, buying shit, causing all kinds of problems because he didn't know what he was doing. And my grandma couldn't control him, and so they had to put him in a home. And it was really difficult. She was there every day for 3 years, every single day. Watching him waste away, poor bastard. And I'm sure today we could have totally helped him out. So, as a kid, I was pretty heartbroken to see him like that. It was really difficult. And my grandma too, I always felt like, my poor grandma. Because when I was there in the summer, I would go with her. So, I would spend time with him. And she had to take the bus because she didn't drive. It wasn't like so easy. Pretty strong woman that one was. Today we're so much lucky in so many ways. Like, I know life has been pretty sucky for many of us in the past 2 or 3 years, but compared to them, I still think we have a much better life. I mean, at least it's kind of like what we make of it, right? Back then they really didn't have much, and they didn't have many choices, and they were very oppressed. Pretty crazy actually. But that's why my mom, like when she was 21, that's where my parents met. They met in Germany because my dad was working for Volkswagen and my mom too. And my mom basically went to a language school, and then she was a translator, and she wanted to go there and become better in German. And so really she wanted to run away from home and have freedom because it was so oppressive, the environment. And a lot of people don't understand, it's like kind of like the Mormons in a way, right? It's a whole different sort of life. I couldn't have, honestly, they would have put me in jail if I was living her life. She was a pretty rebel in many things, but me, I wouldn't have resisted. Like even to go to high school, she went to the nuns, and man, the things she went through to study. I was like, I like studying, but not that fucking much, to actually. And then she did for nothing because she didn't even get a real diploma out of it. It wasn't for nothing because she learned the languages, and then she had a chance to do other things. So she would work for, the different fairs in Verona, and she would be in the translating department, so they had to translate in 4 languages. So it was like if she didn't get married, she would have had some opportunities. But it wasn't still like a lot of money, right, compared to what men could make and stuff. There was a huge disparity. So for a woman, it was still a better chance to get married, basically, and hope the husband would make half decent money. I fucking hate that. Honestly, I always felt like if I had to get married because I had to, I felt like my whole freedom was gone. It's like, oh no. Oh man, no. My whole being was like, what a fucking shitty fucking life, man. So I still prefer our times compared to theirs, okay? I don't care what people say. Yes, once upon a time, times were better. In some things they were, but I think today they can be a lot better if people just think in the right way, It's how you think that matters. Technology can be good and bad. Depends how you use it. Like right now we can sing by ourselves, for example, right? If we have all these mixers and stuff, and you can harmonize with the mixer. You can do all kinds of things. Back then they couldn't do any of it. It was quite a different production. So many things. Like she couldn't play the mandolin, for example, my grandma, because at the times women playing mandolins wasn't a good look. It just wasn't done. That was one of the things. I love the sound of the mandolin, like the banjo. I just love those sounds. They're so happy. How can you not like them? But I also was interested because I was like, oh, she couldn't play it. I want to play it for her. I want to make some funny songs. Maybe I should learn some songs in Italian. I kind of want to learn how to read music again because I forgot. And then I can get just the scores, and do it with the scores. So the frou-frou asked him to go out, and then apparently she ran into the field. And now he's there outside. He has been outside waiting until now. And he was complaining about it. She's such a pest. She's a frou-frou dog. This is why I called her frou-frou, okay? Because her name is not even frou-frou. We just always call her frou-frou now because she's the frou-frou. You know? She's such a frou-frou dog. I find her hilarious, to be honest. These dogs make me laugh. If it wasn't for the dogs, I would have lost it a long time ago, I think. That's why when my dad died, that year was so hard, because 9 months later, my dog fucking died too. I really looked up and I said, God, what the fuck? Are you trying to fucking kill me? Seriously. Yeah. It was pretty brutal. See, can you hear him? He's going on about it. Poor bastard. I'm so sorry they're such pests. It's really not your fault. That's it?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, he has to go to the bathroom.
Now she comes back in.
Bathroom is fine. What's going on, Frou-Frou? What are you doing tonight? I mean, the spoon, right? She went after the gnome. I told her no, put it back, I didn't lose my shit or anything. And then, when I'm not looking, hours later, she goes back and tries again. Oh my God, man. And when she does that, she makes this mischievous face, like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, yeah, there you go, now they're playing. The tragedies. He said they went out and they met this golden retriever on a walk. It was a nice golden retriever. It was a girl. And of course, the two bitches, right? Like Spoon, tried to go there. I think she's crying right now. Spoon is such a baby. She escaped today and I went out for a minute to get a package. She managed to open the gate because she was whining. She wanted to be. If you leave her even for a second, she whines. She's like totally Velcro dog. then she ran out and she was fucking deranged. It was like, dude, chill out. What the hell is going on? I'm like, right here, you know. Hi. She's so smart, that dog. Yes, you're too smart for your own good, you little stinker. But she was good because basically I didn't run after her, otherwise they start playing, right? So I just called her and I turned around and I started walking right back. So she ran right back. She was very good. I'm trying to teach her recall, so every time she comes I praise her, and she's doing really well. She's so much better than all the other dogs because I am better at it now. But she's also a very easy dog to train. Holy shit. She's so smart. It's very cute. I'm gonna teach her some dirty tricks, guys. Then we're gonna do tricks on the street to make you laugh. Because apparently she'll be less bestie if she's busy doing that kind of stuff. Hey, come over here. Come over here. Yeah, you. Spoonful. Come here. Come here. Really good girl. Really good girl. Very nice. No, don't go. Stay here with me. Stay here. You stinker. He's like, where is God go? Well, he had to go to the washroom. You did it to him. You made him go to the washroom. I mean, it's good though, because he was gonna take them out around 9:30, and it's probably gonna be quieter now. If you go out too late, then there are coyotes everywhere. They never really did anything to us, like they usually just stay away. But better safe than sorry. What are you doing? Spoon, come over here. Troublemaker. Come here. I think someone should make a song. Fauci, the genocide maker. Fauci, the genocide maker. He's such a faker. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome to Fauci, the genocide maker. see well in the darkness, but this drum is black. The drum is a disease. It's one of those things I could play it for hours. And then hours later I'm like, what the fuck did I do for hours? I played the drum. Not very well. But it surely is fun. I like Bluey too very much. I actually enjoy playing them together. I just have to be less lazy and just, make it happen. I guess. I have my little stool there. It's not like I don't have it close by. It can sort of fit. It's just a bit cumbersome. It's not so easy. I did try to use the dog bed, but it's too far out. Because it would be nice and cushiony. Because they resonate so well when they have the right cushion. Otherwise you can hear vibration and shit. But like right now, it shouldn't come through much. Because the mic is off the table. I'm not using the 3D or anything. But I think, I don't know. Yeah, it takes a while. It doesn't really pick up the vibrations so bad. The little ones, they sound more like, what are they called? I always forget the stupid terminology of the instruments. The ones that are like straight and you just usually have like 7 notes and that's it. They sound really nice, but that's how the small ones sound. They're very, ping ping, like a very high pitch kind of sound. So but if you're gonna spend the money and you really want a good one, then go to these two, the Vibe Drones ones. They're really worth it for the money. They're built really well, and they're really in tune. magic. The blue is 432 hertz. The other one is 441, so it's like 440. So. Dissonance is good because dissonance actually releases energy and allows the blocked energy to be unblocked. So that's why I like to play them together, because it actually works on a healing level. But if you do like, you know, energy healing and you play one of these drums, because the vibration goes through all of you, it really helps. It's quite powerful actually. And when I do sessions and I do them with these drums, I can feel the difference. It's kind of like when you use crystals. They really do enhance. It's insane, especially if you work with them. Like, I've had them for a very long time now. You get in sync. It's really quite interesting how it works. And I'm a very skeptical person, so if anybody knows me for real, they know that I test things over and over. I don't go in with, you know, preformed ideas usually. I just go in seeking what is the result, really. So this stuff works. It's quite amazing, and it's sad that many religious people who are clearly just, you know, bigots with closed minds, and they're scared of bullshit, they don't use this stuff that can really help, you know, to feel better. And if you use them while tapping, you know, like if you start singing basically along with tapping, I have to put the drum away because it's just too dusty here to leave it outside. I leave one out because I use it more. I think it's one of the easiest to play, you know, that gives you satisfaction, drums. And they're very relaxing. They're not like the djembe. You were asking, the djembe is like one of the African drums. Apparently it's one of the simplest, but not very good at it. I can totally get into this shit. It's just fucking, I don't know what it is. The drumming truly just puts me in a state of, when I drum, that's when I can do the best energy work. It just puts me in such a state of focused attention. It's insane. And I never expected to enjoy drumming so much. I like to play the string instruments because for me, it's truly challenging. With my hands and everything, I find it really difficult. So, and I love the sound. I really just wanted to play the guitar to do the opening of Nothing Else Matters originally. I really just wanted to do that. I tried to do it on ukulele too. I have the notes, but forget it, man. No chance. No chance in hell. I have to work so hard to get anything done. But I like to do it because it keeps, you know, when you keep working at something, your brain also keeps working. It's a good thing. trying to clean the djembe. It gets so dusty. I've had it for quite a long time now. I've had this one for over 10 years. Yeah, so I have shit ton of different instruments. I mean, none of them are expensive, right? But I have a lot of instruments and 0 skills. It's awesome. But I play them for myself because it's fun. I really enjoy it. And I try to do it when my roommate is not home because he truly hates anything I do. Like, I like to play the ukulele just to, because I like it. But he really doesn't like the sound of the ukulele. One of his clients used to be very good, and they used to go around. It was like a trio, and they were playing ukulele all around, the Vancouver area, and I didn't know this, right? And they were really good. He showed me something from them. They were like super good. And he was like, I just can't stand that sound. It's so high pitched. It's like such a happy sound. I don't know how anybody can hate the ukulele. But he does. But with these drums, he was fine because they sound melodic enough. Like, they're just very relaxing. So he doesn't hate them. Like the ukulele or the djembe, he really fucking hates the djembe. He literally told me, please don't play it when I'm home. I love drums. I couldn't be more opposite in so many things. Then of course if I play the harmonica or, this one's also annoying. I got this for the feet. So, I can make a bit too loud, but you got the idea. That's for the foot. And then I got a dizzy flute, which obviously I suck at, but every now and then when he's not home I play it. It's just a very awkward position too, so it's not easy. And then I have the, regular recorder. It's not really that big deal. We used to play those in school, right? That's one of the things we had to learn to play. But yeah, for me it's all very baby steps. I just like it. I think it's fun, and I think drums, like those healing drums, are really useful. Especially if you are nervous and stuff. They can just really change the vibration quickly. It's kind of like tapping on your correctional point. It's a good add-on to have, I think. Dogs like them too most of the times. I find that they're, they also did like when I play ukulele and sing to them. So it's by no means any measure of, good music, or it's not. They are the best audience. They're always smiling at you and laughing. As long as, they're like, so happy. As long as they see you happy, they're usually happy. Unless I play something really high pitch. So when I bought the tuning forks, I have three different kinds. But the ones that I bought that are literally just for tuning instruments, I just bought them because they have very, very high pitch. And I wanted to hear the difference. And then I was like, oh, they're not as good for healing. But the dogs were going nuts because the pitch was so high. I was like, ee! They started howling. It was so funny. And then the frou-frou started crying because it was just mini. And the frou-frou at the time, it was so funny. Oh, have a good night. You must be so tired, man. Don't worry, just go to sleep and relax. It's all good. I'm gonna actually just be quiet, so maybe other people can also sleep. Unless, of course, if you... I just started... I'm more chatty because you like it. And... I'm putting you to sleep. Sleep, my busy. Sleep, my busy, busy lemon squeezy. Go to sleep. You are so sleepy. You're now drifting off. You're going into La La Land. Happier and happier and happier. And poof, you're gone. Yeah, just like that. You know. Muso, are you there, buddy? Muso, I see you there. You're just probably lurking. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We were talking about you today. We're saying we haven't seen you in a while. I didn't see any chat from you though, so I was just double checking because I missed shit. Hopefully Tishi fell asleep. I hope so. It's very freaking hard. When you have anxiety, insomnia, you're going through a hard time. It's so difficult. Okay, let's send some good vibes to everybody. The owl is funny. And then you need a Dorito too. Ta-da! Emotes everywhere. I like them flying everywhere. It's funny. The emotes. So go to sleep, sleep, sleep well, sleep well, sleep well, sleep, 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 sleep. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Relax.